Hi, folks and friends on YouTube. Thanks for being here. I'm Still Dreaming is my channel. And in this video, I thought we would sit here in front of my faux, my faux fireplace. And I thought I would go ahead and start sharing the beginnings of my screenplay that is in the works, has been in the works for like such a long time now, but I thought I would share maybe the first 6 or 7 pages of it, and I think this, by doing that, it's going to motivate me and help me to stay on track with my writing and hopefully finish this writing project. Something that I've wanted to do for a long time is to write a screenplay, and I kind of always felt like I could do it. So I started watching YouTube videos with content about how to go about writing screenplays, and learned from those videos, and then I kind of just jumped into it. And so okay, so but before I start to read the first 6 pages or so of my draft screenplay project, we're going to step outside real quick because I want to show the front door, how I decorated it. And what I want to really emphasize and stress is that I wanted to decorate, because I like to decorate for Halloween. I've always liked Halloween. I've always gotten a kick out of Halloween ever since I was a kid. So but this year was my first year decorating, but minimally, because I had a yard sale back in July, and I ended up selling and giving away a lot of seasonal decorations that I had accumulated over the years, and I just had too much of it. And I said, I want to still keep decorating, but I don't want to make it such a big, overwhelming, thing to do. So I'm going to go ahead and let some of this go, which I did. And so in hindsight now, I could say that decorating this year for Halloween with the things that I decided to keep was a lot more enjoyable. Like the whole process of, taking it out and deciding where I wanted to place things and all that. And so it was more fun because it wasn't overwhelming me anymore. So I would recommend that to anybody who likes to decorate, but maybe you think you might have too much decorations now. And if you're an older person like myself, I'm 62 now, so being that I'm older, I don't want to make more work for myself. And speaking of 62, today is Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. I know it's October 21st. Today is my birthday. I'm 62. I turned 62 today. So my birthday was pretty low key, you could say. Actually, it was actually very, very low key, which is okay. I'm all right with it. The fact is, anymore, just stepping out the front door, you're dropping $40 and $50 and $60. So it just doesn't pay to step out the front door anymore. Not now. Not in 2025. End of wrapping up the year. It doesn't pay to go outside anymore. So that's why there's this gift bag down there, right in front of the Faux Fireplace. A little while ago, one of my sisters stopped by and dropped off that birthday gift for me, which I haven't opened yet, which I'm going to be opening later. So yeah, today was my birthday, and then I started this channel 2 years ago today, because I remember I made it a point. Now this was 2 years ago when I turned 60, but I had made it I challenged myself that I wanted to make a video that day, because that was my birthday 2 years ago when I turned 60, and that was the beginning of starting my channel on YouTube. So that was actually 2 years ago today. So yeah, that's just a little fun fact, just sharing that with everybody, just for the heck of it. So now I'm going to open the front door and we're going to step out, and I'm going to show you how I decorated the front door without spending any money. Ta-da! Ta-da! Now, it actually looks like the way I decorated it exactly 2 years ago today. Now, I pretty much have the same stuff. That's kind of the funny thing is that I'll hang on to things for a long time. So the jack-o'-lantern, the two jack-o'-lanterns that I have were both my mother's. Sorry for that loud noise. And I put a candle in there, a votive candle. And I found some hay. Well, you can't see it, but I used to have rabbits, so I had leftover hay, so I bundled it and then tied it with twine. And then I have this little globe light, so that gives the sparkly light effect to the front door. Now I'm gonna step in a little closer because you might not be able to see, but I actually made a ghost on the front door. And how I made it was, when you use the microwave and then there's that clear plastic cover that you use to cover your food in the microwave so the food doesn't splatter. The ones they have at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so that's this. See, I'm tapping it. So I just used my glue gun and I was able to secure the material to the top, so it has the shape of a head, kind of, sort of. And then I had this white bow and ribbon. Let's see, it's hard to see, sorry guys, but this is gift ribbon, gift curling ribbon, white with a white bow, and I put that on the side of her head for a little hair embellishment. And then I used my makeup. I had some black eyeshadow with a little eyeshadow brush, and I used the eyeshadow to make the eyes and the shape of the mouth. And then I used a nail on this side and then a nail on this side to keep it in place. And then it comes down to right there. So, and then I had this little chain, so I just dangled this little 2 pieces of different chain that I had in a little toolbox. So Then up here, it's too hard to see because it's too dark. Here's the other jack-o'-lantern. This was my mom's too, and this was also my mother's. It's a black cat sitting on top of a jack-o'-lantern. So anyways, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and step back into the house, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and read those first 6 pages of what the beginning draft of my screenplay thing that I'm working on. Okay, so sorry about that. So I have it here in front of me, and so I'm just going to read these pages, and I guess I'm going to try to keep the camera focused on the faux fireplace. See if I can do this. So I don't have a title yet. So I'm going to read off the list of main characters and in order of their appearance. So there is Avi, or Avita, aka Avi. She's the wife, mother. There is Dora Lee. She's the disabled woman. There's Hector, the husband. Claudia, the daughter. Lottie, the elderly tenant. Carlos, the son. Those are the characters that I have come up with so far. So, whoops, sorry. Okay, so let's see if I can read this and not wiggle the camera too much. Okay, so I hope I don't laugh. Sometimes I read what, I read stuff that I write, and then it's funny. It makes me laugh. So I don't know. I hope this doesn't, I hope this isn't too, like harsh, I guess. All right, here we go. Okay, so it says, so opening scene, exterior day in a lower income area neighborhood. Summer 2023, 3.5 years post-COVID and 4 months into the start of a polarizing primary election season. We see a rural community devoid of sidewalks and streetlights, with smaller homes, some in shambles, but all with sprawling front and backyards. We hear animals, horses, chickens, and dogs. Sniffing and grunting, confined behind a chain link fence, is an enormous, furry black pig. Slowly then emerges a modest 1960s ranch rambler house with a eucalyptus tree that towers above its rooftop. Through the curtains of a corner window is a soft glow. Pushing in closer is the silhouette of a woman, Avita, also known as Avi. Cut to interior day in Avi's kitchen. Avi, 59, wearing pajamas, sits at her kitchen table staring at her bills, including 2 disconnect notices. She's troubled and distressed. Hastily, she goes to retrieve her jewelry box and returns to the kitchen. She holds a lingering, sentimental gaze at her last pieces of gold jewelry. Cut to exterior day on a business street. Avi drives into the parking lot of a local pawn shop. Dismayed, she shakes her head. Avi sighs, whispers to herself, "Fuck, I can't believe I'm here again." Cut to interior day in a pawn shop. Avi stands at the corner. A young male employee with facial tattoos counts $200 in $20 bills and places the cash down in front of her. Cut to exterior day. At a gated entrance, Avi pauses at the gated entrance to an older built public housing apartment building. She reaches for her phone to call her new client, Dora Lee, who's a bedridden, disabled woman. Voice of Dora Lee. Hello, Avi. Hello, Dora Lee. It's me, Avi. I'm here. Voice of Dora Lee. Hang on, my son will open the gate for you. Cut to interior day in a bedroom. Avi steps into a dark, cramped, and cluttered bedroom to meet and greet Dora Lee, 64, a morbidly obese woman propped in bed with pillows curled up at her feet is an old haggard chihuahua snoring in a dead sleep. Dora Lee is vaping. Dora Lee sounding needy. "Girl, I'm starving. Can you fix me in a hurry some breakfast? That's 4 scrambled eggs and 3 waffles with extra butter and syrup. My boy'll show you everything in the kitchen." Cut to interior day in a micro-size kitchen. Avi is at the stove making scrambled eggs. The kitchen is in disarray and hoarded. Avi looks over her shoulder and sees Dora Lee's adult son at a computer desk wearing headphones and playing video games with intensity. He pays no attention to Avi. Cut to interior day in Dora Lee's bedroom. Avi serves Dora Lee her breakfast. The two women exchange smiles. See, guys, I'm still reading this. I wrote this. I'm reading this. Dora Lee sounding needy again. "Girl, my arm is killing me. Can you give my arm a deep massage?" Dora Lee, draped in a muumuu, struggles to sit up more comfortably. She then motions for Avi to come closer to her. Avi tries as best she can to massage Dora Lee's arm, which is more like the size of a heifer's thigh. Dora Lee gets a whiff of herself and makes a disapproving face. Avi pretends not to notice anything and continues to massage Dora Lee's arm. Cut to interior night in Avi's bedroom. Avi is isolated in her bedroom. She is watching Catholic news on EWTN. She hears a soft knock. The door opens and slowly enters Hector, 47, Avi's husband, home from a long day driving a tow truck for 12 hours. Hector appears tired and worn. Hector, relieved and curious. "Oh, here you are. You okay? How'd it go with Dora Lee? That was today, right?" Avi, staring blankly. "Yes, it was, and you were right. She is a big lady." Hector, having some recollection. "The last time I saw Dora Lee at Calvary was about a year ago, and she probably weighed about 300 pounds back then. She was one of the greeters at the 10 a.m. Sunday service." Avi, overstimulated, reactionary. "Well, she can hardly move now. I don't know if I can do this job. Today she needed me to wipe her you-know-what, and let me tell you, I wasn't ready for all that, but I did it. Anyway, she wants me to go back on Thursday." Hector, trying to keep a straight face. "Are you going back?" Avi conflicted, I don't know yet. Anyway, I'll start dinner soon. I know you're hungry. I'm hungry too. Cut to interior day, Avi's house in a small hallway. In a small dark hallway, there are 2 bedroom doors, one across from the other. We hear loud music from behind one of the doors. The song is Little Kim, Maya Pink, and Christina Aguilera's '09 rendition of Lady Marmalade. Suddenly, a door bursts open and out comes Claudia, 26, who is thoroughly annoyed with the blaring volume reverberating halfway through the house. With no hesitation, Claudia goes quickly looking for her mother, Avi, who's just outside her kitchen back door having a moment of peace and quiet at her prayer grotto. Cut to exterior day, Avi's house, the kitchen back door. Avi is sitting in a patio chair across from her prayer grotto. Avi is in silent prayer when her daughter Claudia emerges from the kitchen back door to complain yet again about the excessively loud music. Claudia sounds frustrated. Mom, she's at it again. Avi, confused. What do you mean? Claudia, frustrated and flustered. Mother, I mean Lottie, who else keeps their TV on blast 24/7? She knows I work nights. You told her, right? Mom, seriously, I'm so over it. Cut to interior day, Avi's house. Lottie's rented bedroom. Avi knocks gently on Lottie's bedroom door. Avi assumes Lottie has fallen asleep and proceeds to quietly open the door. As she thought, Lottie is asleep, slouched over in her bucket chair. She looks uncomfortable, but she's snoring nearly as loud as the volume of the rap music video. Avi scouts around for the remote control to lower the volume. She does not disturb Lottie's sleep and quietly exits her bedroom, softly closing the door behind her. Cut to interior day, Avi's kitchen. Avi is standing at the kitchen sink washing dishes. She holds a blank stare on her face. She portrays a sense of longing for something, but what? She knows not, and upon years of not knowing, it now weighs heavily on her spirit. Avi has lost her life purpose, is restless and unfulfilled. Casually into the kitchen enters Carlos, 29, who is Avi's son, who wants to bid his mother goodbye before leaving to work. Carlos is a maintenance handyman employed at a nearby Motel 6. Carlos sounding upbeat. Hey, Mom, I'm leaving now. Have a good day. Avi attempting to engage. Bye, son. You too. God bless you. Carlos asking curiously, hey, Mom, did you hear anything about RFK Jr. running for president? Avi quickly glances up at Carlos. Wait, who, what? Carlos smiling at his mother. Yeah, I saw it last night on social media. They said Bobby Kennedy Jr. is running for president in 2024. Okay, that's the end of it. What do you guys think? Bye.